Hi there, this is Mrs. Burgess, and I wanted to share with you today some of the features of our weekly academic planner. This is new for spring of 2022. We found that students needed some support in planning out their day and their week to make sure that they kept up with their studies and kept track of their due dates and what work should be completed each day. There's a slide that gives you some reminders about things as well as how the academic planner is laid out, and we'll cover all of these things as we review through it. I do want to take a moment though to remind you to make sure that you are completing your lessons in order, that all the assignments prior to a quiz should be done before you do take the quiz. Also, that all assignments must be completed and turned in for the entire unit before you take your unit test. All assignments for the week must be done by the end of the week assigned, and that's because of the way that our attendance works in independent study. I'm looking at the eighth grade planner as an example today. In our planner, we list things by week. So the first week of our semester, week one, was January 3rd through 7th. And there's also some tips here, such as doing study guides is a good way to keep track of what you're learning. You can use them on quizzes and tests. So when I come to class each day, I should go back to my academic planner and check to see what I've already done and what it is that I still need to do. So this is our first week of the semester, and as I look at it, I can see that things that are in parentheses are things that I should start on, but they don't need to be completed that day. But they might take a little bit longer, and so I need some time to get started on it so I can break it up over 2 days. And things that are not in parentheses are listed on the day that it should be completed. The only items with true due dates are our quizzes and our practices. So I put those in nice bright colors so that we could easily see them as we looked at our week to see that, okay, it looks like all of our assignments that are required to be turned in must be done on Thursday and Friday this week. So we have a lot of preparation on Tuesday and Wednesday so that we can be successful on Thursday and Friday. So as I go through each week might look different. Each course starts to pace differently. So notice in history, we're starting on Unit 1, Lesson 3 in our second week, but we're still on Unit 1, Lesson 2 in our other subjects. Some subjects have more units than others, and so the ones with more units, we might move through a little bit faster. Another feature of our agenda is the holidays. So you can look ahead and say, oh, when is that spring break? And you can search through and say, oh, there it is. Oh, our February break, is that coming up? It's there. So I also tried to incorporate some reminders such as when progress reports are due, and also our tests are loaded in here as well so that you can see when those are coming up. So in week 4, we started to have some of our first exams on Unit 1 in English and Science. 6, we had them in history, and week 7, we finally had one in math. But again, we're finishing up Unit 2 in Science then that same week. So our pacing is a little bit different. Some days you'll notice that there are blank days, okay? And these blank days are opportunities for you to do makeup work. Maybe you need to spread something out a little bit more. You weren't ready for this test on Monday, so you need to bump it out till Tuesday or Wednesday. So we're creating a little bit of cushion, and especially right before a break so that students can get caught up and or redo quizzes, go back and do some study guides to review if they haven't completed them previously. So we built in some opportunities for students to catch up within our calendars. Items in black are checkups and reviews, and those are usually fairly quick to do. That also provides an opportunity for students if they need a little bit more time to finish a study, or if they need to review for their quiz, or if they're ready to take it earlier and but need to then do some remediation by repeating a quiz. There's some room in the schedule to do that. So what are some ways you could use the planner to help you to be successful? One of the things that I like to do is to take a screenshot of the planner and then go through with students and have them check off the things that they've completed for the week. And then they can go through and highlight the items that they need to spend a little bit more time on and get prepared for and finish up. So kind of going through and looking at it each day to double check where you're at, what you need to do. The other thing you could do is make a list. If today's Tuesday and I need to see what I need to do, I can write down English 2.42 test, science 3.12 and 3.13, history 2.32, and write down where I should be at in my Apex course so that when I go and log into Apex for each one, I know exactly what I need to be working toward finishing, so that I'll be prepared for the next day. All right, folks, I hope that the academic planner has been a helpful tool for you. I look forward to working with you this semester,